So we had a little bit of technical difficulty, and me just general difficulty in being successful at streaming because I forgot to plug my microphone in for like 20 minutes. And also Ruby Gems was down. So okay, we're going to start fresh. We've just copied over like a basic skeleton gem from the one we built like an hour ago. So this is a new one. We just did a bundle install. We've got basically guard and RSpec and all the usual suspects. Let's have a look. Specs fail. That's fine, because we're not using the RSpec its library anymore. Deleted. AST guidelines. Okay, now this becomes AST guidelines spec, and I delete everything. Nice. So let's just commit that, and I'll amend it because the first one was alright. So we've got guard running. So I'm going to start this off like I haven't done much, if any, Ruby parsing. So I'm going to just look into this. Okay, so what I want to do here in my, I suppose I'll start off with an acceptance test. Right. Bad module nesting spec. Require spec helper. Testing poorly nested modules. Okay, so good module there, class good class, and module bad module. Make sure you put this. Okay, so this is a simple pattern that I want to enforce against, right? Modules defined under classes. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is just require up here parser. Okay. And now I can just say specify do binding.pry. Cool. So instead of opening up a console to test, I'm actually going to test using my tests, right? I'm going to use my tests as like an exploratory tool. Okay, whoa. God damn it, T-Mux. Why you always do this to me? When people are watching. Okay, so we want to parser current. Alright, fair enough. So we actually need this. Cool. So I think that we'll actually need to be passing let's have a look. A file that's outside of the test. I might want to just use the AST gem. Directly. Okay, so let's have a look. Bad module. That's not good. Oh, of course. Bad class. Now, it's been a while since I've done a lot of Ruby meta stuff, so it might be a bit rusty. But that's interesting. Okay. So we might not even need parser here. So AST guidelines dot check bound context good module expect to equal true, and we expect bad class to equal false. Right. So that's fair enough. And let's do module very bad class very bad class and module root of all evil. Okay, so we now want to make sure that expect very bad module. Oops. Cool. So that's going to be our first acceptance test. And the first failure is going to guide which unit tests we write. Okay. So we want to describe the module function check bound context, and the subject of this describe block is the described class dot check. Even though it's a module, aspect doesn't. I don't know. Okay, it is expected to equal true. There we go. Cool. So let's, just before we start writing this, we put a pending here to show that, right, so we're focused on just that that failure. So now we want to implement a module function. Check bound context. I'm going to save, I'm going to get an argument error. So I'm going to need, no, I'm not going to get an argument. I'm going to return true. Right, I now need to update this, and it should be a constant. We'll give it AST, but that'll be so funny if we get into like some weird parallel universe. We'll pass AST back into itself. My God, much matters. Alright, so we got the argument error we're expecting. Cool. Nice. So now we can go to our acceptance test and move the pending down one. And down one, we get our first failure. So we put it back. Now this is where things get tricky. So we want to go constant dot constants dot reduce, no, dot any okay, let's just say it's a constant checker dot new constant dot call. Constant checker, right? So I can, before I write class, I write it spec. AST guidelines. And call this our constant checker. Okay, so now, should be constant checker spec. Spec helper. Subject is described class.new constant and describe the call instance method and it is expected to equal true. So yeah, we're delegating to another class, which is probably too early, but I know that this class is going to get at least a little bit involved. Constant checker.rb module AST guideline class constant checker. Okay, so initialize with constant def call true, and this needs to be class.new constant. Right. So the first failure we're getting is because we need to require it. We don't necessarily need parser just yet. Okay, so now constant checker has a typo. Alright. Undefined local variable constant. Okay, so let constant equal double. Nice. So we've just delegated that responsibility down from the base module to a class, but that allows us to be a little more involved here. So I'm guessing so constants is going to be an empty array, right? Context when constants is a single module. My module another double. Single module with is a class with a inside. So constant, wow, this is getting real meta really fast. Okay, so in Ruby, class.class is class, yeah. And module.class is module. Whoa. Oh no, of course. Module.class. What? Module.class is class. Oh dear. Module.ancestors is module, and class.ancestors. Yeah, there we go. So basically we have this Whoa, this is going to get really meta really fast. Okay. So my constant is going to have ancestors of when constants is a class with a module. Class module object, and the constants is going to be inner constant. Inner constant is going to be another double with ancestors module object. Constants is going to be an empty, right? That's the class of module inside. It is expected to equal false, right? Inner content, bloody hell. Cool. All right, so we have a real failure. So the first way to do this, to make this pass, is constant dot ancestors dot first equal class. No. Yep. Other way around. No. Okay, so we see that from our acceptance test that we've gone backwards. But that's fine. So here, any and well, this is getting, so I'm ridiculously tired right now, and I shouldn't be. Okay, blur. Okay, let's just binding.pry here. Okay, so constant dot ancestors constant dot constants, right? constant dot class dot ancestors. There we go. So this is supposed to be constant dot class dot ancestors dot return unless constant dot class dot ancestors dot any first equals module. Interesting. That's why. So this is a module class here. Yoink. And a class is going to look like that, right? So there you go. Nice. So then this yoink class is going to look like when the class and then that class is a module class. Nice. Context when constant is a module with a module then no, with a class then a module inside, it's expected to equal false. So this is going to be changed module class and that's going to be inner constant, right? And that becomes a module that oops. Cool. I might convert maybe call this base constant. Okay. So we're going to need some sort of recursion, right? We'll return true. If you have no ancestors, then you're obviously fine, right? No, you're not fine. You shouldn't even exist in Ruby. So hmm. Is anyone? Okay. First module, give it a constant, and we can put that there, right? Constant def class and constant go. So module and all ancestors so module was fine. So module base constant and no ancestors and call and def check. I didn't need to do this could have been functional, but alright. So return true if constant dot and constants dot empty, right? Return true if module constant, return false if class constant. So we return true if there's nothing defined, if there are no constants defined under us. We return false if we're a class and any child class. And no, any child module. So, if so return true if not class and not module, right? So if we're not a class or a module, then we're safe. If we've got nothing nested underneath us, we're safe. For a class and ancestors.any are modules, then we're bad. Otherwise, ancestors.all check A. Right, that's the algorithm, I believe. And we need active support, which is, actually I think I already know this one. Dunk dunk, oops, dunk dunk, dunk. Oh wait. Recursion. All why? Puts checking constant, right? Whoa. Reload. Just want this test. No. Constants dot all, and we need kernel dot const get. Kernel dot const get. Okay. Right. Support. Undefined var. Does that work? There we go. So this is, give it a name, constant. Which double is getting this? Ah, okay, so it's constant dot constants dot any. Nice. Okay. Bad class got true. That's a shame. Are we going to get a very bad module? Is that going to pass? No. Okay. So, let's go. Puts checking constant, right? And yank, I say puts not a class or module. Puts has no children, right? Puts bad. Ruby object. Let's have a look in here. Module dot method constants. Oops. Dot source location. No, of course not. What about bad class? Binding.pro. So bad class dot nesting. What? Um, Not what I was looking for. Ruby module. Oh, there we go. Module is a class. So how do I get a constant like that? So I get dot constants, right? Can I send that module? There we go. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to here, not there. Okay, here. So def all constants, all, let's just say all children of a constant is equal to constant.constants.map. God, Jesus Christ. Module eval C. Right. Oh, it's because we're not using that. Okay, so all children of constant any error module. Wow, this is getting real meta. Okay. All children of constant change any a module. I might just use some dummy modules here as well. Constant, constant, constant. Inner, inner. Okay, constant 38. 2. 18. Okay, here we go. So that received module eval, and we should return inner constant, right? At this stage, I think I'm going to just need to good, just copy those things across, because otherwise it's just puts but I just why wait, no, that's not okay. So when are we checking it? Ah, of course. Change all children of constant dot all. Whoa. So this is what I thought would happen, is that we can have we can have an issue where, and this is why I made it A. So checked constants is empty array, right? And we go checked constants dot push, or let's just shovel that in. Yeah, it's getting late. Return if checked constants include constant. I think I would just say this is already checked. Right? Already checked. Already checked. And I need an iterator. Already checked. There we go. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Wait, can I do this? Module? No. That would just be too easy, wouldn't it, Ruby? AST guidelines spec. Oh. Um, Kernel. Ha ha ha. AST guidelines. Okay. I had fun. I thought I was going to need some AST parsing, but actually I can just use module eval. So that's kind of cool. Add bounded context module checker. Cool. Alright, it's late and I'm happy with where I am now. And do all of our specs pass. Yay. I thought that was going to be a little bit more complicated. Well, I mean, it was complicated getting there, I suppose, but I wonder, should I just return true here, right? I think I returned true there. Anyway, good night, people. Hope you learnt something along with me. I sure did. Yeah. Ruby's a weird language. Okay. Viel Spaß. Mach's gut. Tschüss.